Hey everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started on creating our classes and enrolling all the students. Lisa's been working diligently on making this very easy for us. So what I'm going to show you is a couple things. First is we have to make sure that the curriculum leaders, you've received your a couple different files. So you have this one that was shared that shows the lead teachers and the codes that will be going with the classroom. These codes won't be important right now, but you might need to refer or find them later. But I think this next step is going to take care of most of this. But we'll need to know who the lead teachers are. Then the next set of information here is she's went through and she's compiled all of the students that will be in a certain course and all of the emails that go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started making this class. We'll start from scratch. I'll go ahead and say create class. The class name is going to be Biology 20, and the section is going to be, let's put in science. Subject, we'll put in here somewhere Mr. Golby, because he'll be the one that's teaching it. And then we should also put in what time it's happening at. So it doesn't really matter which spots you put this information in, but I think it's really important that we put the time, who the lead teacher is, and the class that's going to be offered. So we can go ahead and create it. So as it's creating, you're going to see that we're going to want to join the students to this class. So we have the class open, and if we go over to people, it's going to say there's no students. At this point, we want to add students. So if we click on invite students, we can now put in their email addresses for each of the specific students, but we don't want to do that one by one. So this is what's been great that Lisa has done. You can go in and you can see here for Bio 20, Mike will see that there's the Bio 20 students that go all the way down to here. So he can select them all. So he can go ahead, click on it, highlight all of them. If he goes back, just go to that spot, copy it, and then you're going to paste it in. I am not going to use these students because I don't want to make this class for Mike. So I'm just going to jump over to our staff, and this will be a fictitious one, so I can just show you what happens. So I'm going to copy all of our emails, and you can see here we have some spaces. I did that just to show you that it still works. So we can go ahead and say copy. Once we have them, we can go back into that class, and I'm going to paste all of those emails. Now when you get to this point, you still have to select the bottom screen, and then you'll see all the students show up in the class. At that point, I can send out the invite. So haha, everyone in the school is going to get an invite for this class. You just received it. At this point, now we're just waiting. So you can see right now, nobody in our school has accepted the invite. So everyone at this point has had it sent to them, but they haven't said, hey, I got the invite, I'm now enrolled in the class. Because once it goes to these people, and I hope I'm one of them, okay, we're going to receive an invite. Please tell me it's here. So at this point, I was going to see if I could invite that to myself. You see in the bottom left corner, it said I couldn't invite it to myself. So I'm just going to screen through, and you can see, I feel bad. I sent this to everyone. They're going to be like, what the hell is going on? So you can see some people have accepted the invite, which is good to see. So Katrina's accepted it. So I can tell that I don't have to call that student now. They're actually enrolled in the class. I've communicated with them, and they know what's going on. You can also invite guardians. That's something that we can talk about later. But at that point, you have all your students, and they have received the email information. And now we're in a position where you're just watching to see that everyone's in, and then if you see that there are people that haven't accepted it, we need to make phone calls home and make sure that they're aware that the class has happened. The next step is I want to make sure that we send a positive message out to the staff or to the students when they receive the class and enroll into it. So from here, if we go back to the stream, it says here add something that you want to share with your class. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and it's going to go out to all the students. So I've already created this. I made a little template of what I want to send. So I'm going to copy it, go back to the class, and paste it in this place. I think it's really important that we introduce ourselves, make sure we have some kind of a little positivity in there. Tell them when we'll be meeting and when the classes will be running. So you can use this as your template if you'd like, and then you'd go ahead and you'd post it. And when the students enroll into the class and they see this, then they're going to be greeted with you for the first day and they'll know what they're doing. So that's where we're at, you guys. Lisa did a fantastic job, and we are going to roll this out today. So 12 o'clock, we'll be ready to go.